failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Hey, Callum with a K here. How do you avoid business failure? That's a great question, and this week comes from Ryan, right here on Student Enterprise TV, your weekly source of inspiration, practical tips and nonsense to help you on your entrepreneurial journey. So we're going to look at failure today. We'll look at three things: reframing failure, what it really means, even the best fail, and everything happens for a reason. So let's go straight into it. What does failure really mean? Well, failure is not really a black and white thing, it's kind of a spectrum. So you as a person don't fail. However, projects you work on can fail, and failure can be a good thing. You can learn a lot from failure. The lessons are there to be had. You just need to reframe what failure really means. And in last week's video, we spoke about the great Dr. Pepper. He's such a wise guy, and he spoke about what's the worst that can happen. And if you want to check out that video, you know the drill, click the screen somewhere and you'll find it. And for startups, for student entrepreneurs that are still studying or have just graduated and are thinking about launching their own business, we spoke about practically what is the worst thing that can happen if your business fails. It's almost like your first business is your apprenticeship. You're learning how to run a business so that your next, your third, your fourth business is even better. Because most first businesses fail. However, the owner does not. And that's the difference that separates those that succeed from those that don't. Despite the failures, the setbacks, everything else, successful people keep on going. And that's true for all fields. So failure really is just something that hasn't worked out yet. That brings us nicely to point two. Even the best fail. Lots of bunny ears today. So if you look at successful people in business, in sport, in music, their history is littered with failures. But the problem we have in the modern world is we are taught that everything must be perfect. The world is not, despite the sun today, an Instagram filter. Things do go wrong. There are challenging times. There is horrible stuff happening. It's not always good. And that's true for all aspects of life and business. So it's unrealistic to think that you will have great times all the time in business. A more realistic expectation is, actually, you will have tough times. There will be crap days, you'll feel like quitting, things will go wrong, but you'll learn throughout it, you'll develop a thicker skin, you'll get better at it, and that's the beauty of it. And there are so many things that can help you develop on your entrepreneurial journey, whether it's these videos, speaking to other business owners, other students, there's lots of help, you need to ask for it. Even the best fail, and I use the word fail again, what I mean by that is they learn what things don't work. Think of all the films that flop, all the music hits that don't work out. And that's a great point. I have some notes here, so I need to go over to them. But the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the band, they released something like 265 songs. Only 13 of them are top #1 hits. That's 4.9% of their songs are chart toppers. Does that mean the rest failed? That they're a failure? No. It just means that people like different things. And the same for Beyonce, who released 89 songs, and only again 22 of them were top singles, 24%. Does that mean that she failed? That she's not a good singer? Well, again, it's so subjective, and actually so is failure. So is that in business. You can release lots of projects, lots of products, lots of services, and some might not work out the way you want, and others might do really, really well. The secret, as I'm going to keep saying in this video and in life, is keep on going. Despite our Instagram perfect world, things don't always work out. We see the finished article so often, but we don't see the hard work, the setbacks and the failures to get there. And that's true for anyone, any professional. Failure is actually okay. Failure is part of the experience on your entrepreneurial journey, so embrace it. The third point then is everything happens for a reason. And I'm not spiritual anyway, however, I really do believe this. There have been too many examples in my life not to believe it, where things have just happened for a reason, either good or bad. And the net outcome is How can I flip that? Even a negative situation like a failure or something that didn't work out or a setback, how can I flip it and go, what's the lesson here? Or thank you for giving me this opportunity to make me tougher, stronger, more resilient, think about things differently, crystallize in my own head that actually, whilst you've challenged me, I still stand by what I said. So actually, every failure, every setback is an opportunity to learn and to grow. Everyone has their own story, their own business, their own life, and that's cool, and you have yours. And if they differ, if there's disagreements, that's cool too. Just you do you. Focus on what you want to do, focus on growing yourself, focus on growing your business, and part of that growth will be through failing and learning. Failing and learning. Failing and learning. Failing and learning. Make it a process. Don't just fail then just kind of move on and go, oh, I've got better because of that. Almost document it, break it down without being too analytical. Don't get too wrapped up in it. At the same time, what are the lessons? Again, turn it around and say, what will I not do again? Or what will I do again? That was good. So use failure as an opportunity to learn and to grow. So that's my thoughts on failure, what it really means. It's an opportunity to learn and to grow. We've looked at 3 really important points around you don't fail as a person, the project may fail, but you don't fail. Everyone's got their own version of success and equally of failure, so you do you, which is really difficult in this online world where everything's perfectly filtered and Instagrammed and everything else, but focus on you doing you and embrace the failures, the setbacks, the challenges as part of the process, and thank it almost for making you stronger, tougher, more resilient, and thinking completely differently about things. So that's one thing, is reframe the whole thing. What does failure really mean? Reframe all of it. Even the best fail, whether in business, sport, music. We spoke about the Red Hot Chili's and Beyonce. And the third point is everything happens for a reason. Treat each experience, negative one, a failure, as part of the journey. That's a more positive mindset to have. So that's my thoughts, Ryan. I hope that helped you and everyone else struggling with avoiding failure in business. You can't avoid it, but you can change how you look at it. If you've got a question or a topic you'd like us to cover right here on Student Enterprise TV next week, please, you know the drill by now, leave a comment below and we'll get back to you, or email us tv@acornenterprise.com. And we look forward to seeing you right here next Tuesday.